Alright, what is up, my Shadowverse soldiers? Thank you so much for watching. This is not going to be a Shadowverse Evolve video, but it's going to be more of a channel update video, and I want to go ahead and start by saying thank you for going ahead and clicking on this video because you guys are true fans, and I appreciate you guys watching my content. But there have been some things that I do need to explain myself for over these past 2 weeks. So if you didn't already know, there was a passing in the Sparta family. I appreciate everybody sending out their love and appreciation. It was a very beautiful service that I went to, and unfortunately right after that, my computer took a nosedive, so I wasn't able to record any of the Idolmaster like matches that I wanted to see and everything. So I was out of the business for about 2 weeks. So it's been kind of hard getting back into it, but now I'm finally back and I'm going to be featuring some couple of new videos for set 7. I'm sorry if this is going to be like a bit of a brief video or anything, but just wanted to give you guys an update on what was going on. I appreciate everybody that's been here to help, with just love and support, and clicking on this video just even shows like how much you guys love me, so thank you so much. And I do want to lastly apologize because I know that life does happen, but I do not like to disappear on you guys without any explanation or stuff like that, because I appreciate everybody and everyone who does watch the content that I make, and the lots of stuff of Shadowverse Evolve that we can create together and deck concoctions and whatnot. But this week we're going to be back at it, and I'm very excited to talk about set 7. Set 7 is right around the corner. If you don't already have like your splits or your pre-orders, I'd say go ahead and pick them up, because this set is going to probably shake up Shadowverse Evolve just like a tiny little bit. There's gonna be new archetypes and stuff like that, so I'm excited for that. But this is the perfect time to talk about channel updates while we are on the topic of just not talking about Shadowverse Evolve. So I am in the works of working on merchandise. So once we get to 450 subscribers, I'm going to start taking little polls here and there to see what you guys might want in terms of merchandise. Like, I know right now we're in fall season, so like maybe hoodies or something like that, or shirts, whenever we can get to the 500 subscriber range. Because when we get into 500 subscribers, we can make it a little easier to access the shop and whatnot. So I do want to grow this Sparta's Evo brand just as big as I can, because I just want to see, Sparta everywhere, because Leonidas was a really good card in set 2, and I think Sparta has just stuck with me the rest of my life. So I want to see how far we can take this brand for Shadowverse Evolve. Alright, so another update. So I want to talk about the podcast. So if you remember, if you're an OG watcher in the early on days from set 2, set 3, we had a podcast that we had a couple episodes every now and then. Whenever something big would come out, we would just talk about it. But I'm going to try and organize that a little bit better for 2025. It's probably just going to be me. I might have Chris on it too. I'm not sure. We're still really planning for that, but I really am focusing on like pushing like the merch and stuff like that, because I don't know if I'm going to put the podcast behind my Patreon or anything like that, because I really do want to get Patreon firing next year. That's also the next update that I want to talk about, is the Patreon. All right, so next on with the Patreon talk. So I really wanted to launch the Patreon in like June, like July, and I did, but I really didn't have the time to make the extra content, or I didn't really see what was going on, like what extra things that I could provide for you guys that would be, hey, what is worth paying for? What is worth giving me money to watch and stuff like that? I've always had that issue, and I appreciate everybody who has watched my content and made this channel grow. I love each and every one of you so much, and you don't know how much I do. But alas, I do want to push the Patreon and do some extra back-breaking work for Patreon, so I do always have my Patreon in the link below. I do have it in the Discord, and that's another update that I want to talk about, is the Discord. Alright, so the Discord has been pretty dormant. I have been seeing people join, and I wave. If you paid attention to the Discord, I definitely wave to you and make sure, I welcome you in, do your introductions. That's cool. But we are going to be having a lot more activity starting next year. This isn't like a big channel update like I will be doing at the end of the year. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing that. This might be just the big channel update and just showing you guys what I'm going to be doing for next year. But I am going to be getting into some more Discord activity in the Shadowverse Soldiers Discord, because I want to rep this brand as big as we can. Let's, go to the moon with this, honestly. But yeah, soldiers, I wanted to give you all an update on what was going on. Thank you so much for just being absolutely hugely patient. I'm glad this happened around like the Idolmaster set, because if it happened during set 7 when all this coverage could be going like the Inverse Academy episodes, I'm glad I'm not out so where I can't do that, because I really appreciate doing those episodes, because there's lots of opportunities where people don't know what decks do. There's been multiple times where I've seen a deck and I'm like, okay, so what does this deck do? And I'm learning as I'm playing. So that's what inspired me to make Inverse Academy. So I'm glad those kind of videos help you guys. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time and, you know, checking up on me with this little update video. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. I love and appreciate all of you. And if this is your first time watching the video, I'm sorry it's not a Shadowverse Evolved video, but I just wanted to give everyone an update on why I was missing Mia. I tried my best to keep as much communication as I could. Thank you to everyone who wished me well in the passing of my family member, and thank you everyone for being very patient, and I'm sorry that I went and disappeared like that. But be safe in whatever you do tonight, and be safe whatever you do for the rest of the year. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Yeah. TRINN. Just to get you away. What I got to do, what I got to do.